We desperately need the Divine Mother. We desperately need life-creating, life-sustaining, life-protecting energy moving to the front. And what we've seen has not been that. What we've seen has been more destructive power. I believe that masculine and feminine energy, the divine masculine, the divine feminine, are not gender specific. I believe that that is an energy that we all carry within us to some degree. And that the feminine energy is on the inside, close to the heart, close to the womb. That it is the keeper of the opening between worlds. That it translates the divine wisdom like it carries life into this world. It translates divine wisdom, carries it through the heart space out into this world. And the masculine energy takes that information and then uses it to guide its actions in the external world. So you have the inner and outer, that perfect balanced duality. And so, we need to engage on all fronts in every level, whether we're engaged in community development and community networking, whether we're engaged in localizing the fundamentals of our survival, our food, our energy, our education, taking sovereignty over those things and localizing them and stepping outside of these systems. Whatever it is we're engaged in, if we're engaged in the law, if we're engaged in political activities, whatever it is that we're doing, we need to be able to do that, bringing all of ourselves to it. And then we need to strategize ways to address those things in ways that are heart-based, that support life, that support unification, that support dissolving the barriers that exist between us. One of the things that I've seen in my work, I do a lot of nonviolence training and work with people in conflict zones. And one of the things that I've seen in my work is people who appear to be on the other side, when given space to move, come over to the place where the heart was located. That if you're telling somebody that they're evil, that they're a terrible human being, that they are despicable and deplorable, you're not making any space for them to come toward the heart. If we truly want people to change their hearts and minds, we have to create space for them to move, right? And we have to create a space for them to walk into. And we don't do that by creating solutions that further divisions. At some point, somebody is going to have to be spiritually and emotionally mature enough to do something different. We have to start operating for the larger good instead of for our team winning. If we really want to be able to create change and to start operating from a heart-based place, then we need to be able to let down our pride, to let down our ego, and to really ask what is the best solution for the entire society and the planet. And how do I participate in that? And so we have to be compassionate with people who have never been taught anything different, with people who don't have the self-reflective insight to be able to understand what's happening inside of them. Because not everybody is on the same rung on the ladder, And so when a child is faced with incredible trauma, like the birth of a new sibling, right? What are some of the things that happen? They start talking baby talk again. They wet their bed, right? They start throwing temper tantrums. And so what we're seeing now in the development of our consciousness is acting out in response to significant change. And we have to treat that in the same way that we would a child that we love who's going through extreme trauma. And that's the only way we're going to change the direction that we're going in, is to be able to do that. So.